Good morning, good morning, good morning. I just wanted to come in here and say a little quick message to you guys, real quick. I was in the shower and I was just thinking about something. A lot of people who believed in God stopped believing in God because they prayed for something and they did not receive. Let me say it again. A lot of people have stopped believing in God because they prayed for something and they did not receive. Now, a lot of people not going to accept this message, and then some is going to think about it. Some are going to think in their mind, yes, that was me. And if you think that, yes, that was you, that means you have a chance to come back. Hear what I'm saying to you. A lot of you have stopped believing in God because you prayed for changes in your love life. You were in unhappy relationships, and as you were in those unhappy relationships, you cried and you prayed and you asked for God to please send somebody to love you correctly. God heard your prayer, and then he sent somebody to love you correctly. But guess what you did? You stayed in the toxic relationship that you was in and kept trying to make it work from a person that was verbally, physically, and mentally abusing you. And you didn't take action to get your prayer answered. Some of you have prayed for changes in your finances, but you didn't go apply yourself for a better paying career. Or you didn't apply yourself to find out what it is you need to start your own business. Some of you have also asked God to send you a husband, but you did not change your standards. You did not increase your morals to attract what it is you were looking for. You continue to date men that were less qualified. Now take this where it resonates between women and men. When I say men, take it for women as well. You ask God to heal your heart from all the pain that you've been going through, but yet you remain to still deal with the same people in your life that was causing you the pain in the first place. I think you guys have it all wrong as to how God works, and that alone could cause confusion. It's like you want God to come down and move your feet for you. You literally want God to come down and move your feet for you. It don't work like that. How to get your prayers answered? You gotta understand this thing, man. The devil is a deceiver, so long as he can have you confused and not knowing how it works, he got you where he wants you. If you want to see whatever it is that you are praying for in your life, you have to be obedient. You have to be obedient. You have to, if you pray for something, you have to put action behind the prayer. You have to put action behind the prayer. Whatever you are praying for, this is how it works. When you pray for something, God speaks to you through your thoughts. So when you pray for something and you heard a thought this day out of nowhere told you to leave, but you stayed, you didn't want no change. If you had a thought in your mind that told you to go apply for that job, but you didn't apply, you didn't want more finances. If God told you to cut them friends off or those family members off, and you still continue to deal with them, you did not want to change your mental state. You wanted to continue to be sad. And it's for everything. And I take this for myself too. You pray to God for better health, but you don't change your diet. You don't change your routine. And I take that one for myself because I pray all the time for my health. But I know there's some things that I have to put in action behind it. And I have to, get that strength from him to be able to put the action behind it. So everything I'm saying to y'all applies to me as myself as well. Anytime I make a video, I always go listen to the video for myself as well. I don't put myself above nobody. Because it all applies to me as well. But we got to understand, man. Faith without works is dead. And I understand that now. People go to church crying, listening to the sermons, getting excited because somebody jumped and shouted and did a dance on the pulpit, got you all excited, got your little money like this was some type of concert. God is not to be played with. God is not just for your entertainment. People normalized making God, you guys are making God a liar. You guys are turning God into a liar because God is not a man that can lie. He is faithful and he is so true. And I promise you he is. But when you do it wrong, when you're asking for change in any aspect of your life, if you want to see the change that you are seeking, you have to move your feet. You have to move your feet. You have to do what is told to you in your inner man. See, a lot of times you get stuck and you get stagnant because when God has already revealed to your spirit what it is you need to do to move forward, you start asking man. You start asking your homeboys, your homegirls, your cousins, your mother, your brother and your sister and your grandparents. You ask people about what was revealed to you in your inner man and your spirit to say, oh, I just need a confirmation. Or if they actually speak opposite and they tell you to do the opposite of what you already felt and was told inside of you to do, they speak adversely to what was already told to you. See, I've learned over the time to not confide in man, because confiding in man, I was stagnated my whole life until I was about 25 or 26. And I stopped confiding in man and trusting in man that man could guide me through life. That man would have the best intention for my life. I stopped doing that. Once I stopped doing that foolishness, everything's been up from here. Do the battle stop? Not at all. But do God constantly fight for me? Do God constantly still protect me and guide me? Absolutely. And that's going to always be that way. So you confide in men about the changes that you want to see, and they're a part of the problem. You're confiding in the same people that God is trying to remove you from. However, because you've known them since you was 5, you just don't see why would you have to let that person go. They done start the church in this bedroom this morning. You know, I ain't even planning on going this long, but I gotta be obedient. I gotta say what need to be said, so you can get the message. Because like I said, a lot of people, they're gonna throw it out. Some gonna receive it and make them evaluate themselves. I'm sorry that, nobody really ever explained it to you until now. I'm sorry you didn't have the instruction until now. See, sometimes God gotta use a mouthpiece to get you to understand. Because you're the one that's doing all the things mentioned. So if he cannot speak to you by your spirit because all the distractions and all the other voices in your head, he will use someone to share the message. And it will come across your ears when it needs to. You choose to ignore it, or you choose to move forward and correct your foolish ways. You choose, you know what I'm saying? That's your freedom of choice. When you hear the message, you either ignore it or you answer it. The Lord said, the day you hear my voice, choose which way you will go. The day you hear my voice, choose the way you will go. And that's not only just to one thing. When you hear his voice, whether it's your inner man or a random person spoke to you or whatever, you have to choose. You gotta choose if you're gonna continue to stay in your mess, or you're gonna make those changes so you can be blessed. But I'm about to get up off of here though. I love y'all, you know what I'm saying? And I hope that my message reach who it needs to reach. And that you can see those changes in your life that you've been praying for, crying for every night. God love you. He love you. And that's exactly why he has to use his people to speak to who he is trying to get the message to bring back to him. God bless all of you. I love all of you. Another day.